So here we are with the first match of 2025 officially pro play, I believe, which was Weibo Gaming versus OMG earlier this morning in the LPL. And in a new season, season 15, and in the new year, 2025, pro teams still cannot draft. OMG put together a horrible comp this game. It was utterly embarrassing. And Weibo just basically auto won the game upon champion select being over. So jumping in, Weibo first pick Ashe. This is probably going to be really standard in pro play for a while. They just buffed her pretty significantly. Her base damage on her W is way up, and I think her Q damage is also up pretty significantly. So I think Ashe is really, really good. Probably the best ADC in the game right now, along with Varus and Caitlyn, and Ezreal is also really good right now too. Speaking of Varus, OMG first rotate him, which is perfectly fine. Does pretty well into Ashe into the lane phase, and is able to match her range and DPS scalings in the later game. The problem here with OMG's first rotate is the Nocturne. Now this is really predictable that they're going to combo Orianna with this. The interesting thing is that Weibo choose Aurora into the Orianna, which isn't actually a very good matchup. But the thing is, Aurora is super turbo broken, and Orianna is not. So essentially, the Nocturne Orianna combo is literally just the ball delivery system. Outside of that, Nocturne is an utterly useless trash tier champion. He does absolutely nothing. Orianna's a good all-around champ and scales pretty well, has good teamfight power, but the fact that it's lethality Varus means that she's basically going to be the only damage on the team, and it's going to be really, really hard for her to play the game. And then Weibo round out first phase with Braum, which I really like, even though blinding support typically isn't optimal for competitive play. Braum is just a really OP champion, especially paired with Ashe in the lane phase. Probably one of the strongest 2v2s in the game. He's also really good to counter hard engage, which obviously Nocturne has to do. He can only go in, he can't really go out. Once he's in the sauce, he can't leave it, right? So Nocturne, again, is only functioning as a ball delivery system. Braum does really well into that, and he also does well blocking any follow-up afterward with his ultimate and his shield. I also think that Aurora's mobility is going to be really hard for the Nocturne Ori to deal with. So basically, you only have Ashe as a target right now, and if you miss that combo, it's pretty much entirely doomed. OMG play even more into this concept when they pick Nico on R4. It's playing even more into this combo with Nocturne and Orianna, basically saying, we're going to flank you and hit you with all of our ultimates at once. If we hit it, we have a chance at winning. If we don't hit it, we're going to auto-lose the game. I don't really like comps that commit this hard into wombo combos in these types of teamfight gambles, I like to call them, whereas Weibo's comp, as they round out with Cassante and it's going to be Viego here on B5, it's really standard, it's really good scaling, it's really easy to execute as well, and it's just really simple. It's basic drafting and it's really, really solid. You've got the strongest AD in the game, super OP mid laner, really good support pairing as well, a basic tank in the top lane, and a solid scaling all-around jungler in Viego, who's obviously going to be doing Viego things. So I just think OMG put together a really terrible comp here, gambled too much on the teamfight ultimate combos, especially with the addition of Gnar on R5 here. It's just absolutely atrocious. They have no idea what they're doing here. Gnar's just, 1, a useless champion, 2, never going to be able to kill Cassante, 3, not going to outscale him in side lane, 4, not going to outvalue him in teamfights. Gnar's just utterly useless. They should have just matched tanks realistically. They should have just gone, you can't go Ornn into Braum, but you could have gone something like Malphite or Cho'Gath or something to match frontline here. But again, OMG have just played too much into this ball delivery plus Nico ult layering to where if they don't hit it in a big capacity on a team fight, they're just going to lose. With Weibo's scaling advantage and simplicity of their comp, they're basically just going to auto win the game past 20 or 25 minutes. So first draft of 2025 is in the books in game 1 here. Weibo did end up going on the win, so I'm really not surprised. They just put together a really solid, good scaling, all-around, front-to-back, basic team comp that's really easy to play. And OMG probably has some work to do if they want to have any success moving forward, because that draft was atrocious. Thanks for watching. See you next time.